And speaking of the moon, a group of young filmmakers from across the United States were likely over the moon when they joined President Obama recently at the second annual White House Student Film Festival. 15 short films were chosen from more than 1,500 entries by students ages 6 through 18.
VOA's Julie Taboh covered the screening and told On Assignment's Lisa Vohra all about it.
Oh, hello, everybody, and welcome to the second annual White House Film Festival.
President Obama welcomed the young filmmakers to the White House for a special event honoring their movies. The president was joined by movie stars who congratulated the students for their extraordinary achievements.
We are capable of giving so much.
The 15 films screened at the White House Festival shared a common theme: the impact of giving back.
As a 6-year-old, I've seen with my own eyes. Last spring, I had the idea to dress up like a superhero and help the homeless.
Together, turning pieces, melting into one. We start with me.
The impact of giving back. I love the theme. Tell me a little bit about all the different films that you saw and how they were able to visually show the impact of giving back.
Well, it was amazing. Of course, there was 1,500 submissions when the call went out for K through 12 students all across the country to submit their films. And there was quite a wonderful variety. You have Sadie Menendez, who, as she described in our interview, started with an original song, We Starts With Me, which I thought was the perfect theme, right? And that evolved into a film, and they got the whole second grade class at her friend's school to participate in this film. That was what they were looking for, is, you know, what videos, what films that were submitted encapsulated that theme of giving back.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I think they were very pleased with the results and the feedback that they got and the response that they got.
My name is Archer Hadley.
Tell me about the Archer Hadley story.
Archer Hadley is so inspirational because here's a young man who is confined to a wheelchair. He has cerebral palsy, and he really struggled with trying to just basically get into his school.
I got stuck out in the rain, and that was the inspiration for my project. And I needed to raise $40,000, and I raised over $87,000.
One of the things they did is they had people sitting in a wheelchair all day. And to know what it's like to be in a wheelchair, to navigate doors, to navigate corridors.
They actually had people sitting in.
They actually had
the
people
entire
sitting
time to actually
in
understand what he went through.
Exactly, to see what life is like from his perspective.
Yeah,
as a person with a disability in a wheelchair, and what challenges they face on a day-to-day basis at their school.
Today I was nominated for the Wheelchair Challenge, and so all day I will be in the wheelchair. I can't get out of my wheelchair. I'll use the elevators, go to all my classes.
Champs, culturally helping them make it positive success. Champs, they always do their best and they do what's right. Champs.
This group of people who came together to do this great rap music video wanted to emphasize that there's also something very positive, and a lot of good things can come out of that community. It isn't all about violence and guns, that it's about community and love and support and helping one another.
Positive success. Champs, they always do their best and they do what's right. Champs, want to win in every
We were at the White House. Yeah, the president's there. There are famous actors there. What is it like being there?
Well, you know, I must tell you, even though, you know, I've been around the block a few times as a journalist, being at the White House is always a big thrill. Just being in the same room as the president and having the celebrities there, you know, Hillary Swank and Cal Penn. But having said that, I can only imagine what it must have been like for the students and their families who were there, being, in many cases, called on by the president. I mean, he sort of referred to Noah as missing a tooth.
He's missing teeth.
What are your impressions after doing this piece?
While we were outside interviewing some of the filmmakers, something really wonderful happened. Archer was just wrapping up his interview with us, and suddenly I see members of the Champs team walk over, and they just spontaneously stood around his wheelchair and broke into their rap song. And Archer sat there just soaking it all in, and it was just a spontaneous gesture of friendship and support. I just remember thinking at the time, this is what the festival is all about. Let's all do gestures, big and small, to reach out to one another, support one another, and help make the world a better place.
Born to win in every situation in life. Good job, guys. Good job. That's great.
Oh, such an inspiring story, and what a moment to see them just spontaneously breaking out into song, right, for Archer.
Yeah.
And the fact that Julie was there to capture it, you know, it's very clear from what she said that it was quite the special time for her to be there.
Perfect timing for both of them.
Yeah.